There you go. Thank you, sir. Oh snap, 5-inch exhaust. Uh-oh.
Purring like a kitten, baby. Almost sounds like it's whistling. Y'all got so many jokes.
It's so loud it killed the battery on the GoPro. Put the grill on just to see how it looks. Dang, look at that switchback.
I'm coming in hot.
On an earlier episode, I told you guys that my LLY was surging and I was thinking I had to replace the fuel pressure regulator, which I might still have to, but I put half bottle of this Diesel Extreme from Hot Shot Secrets. Let me tell you what, I just went through a full tank of fuel with this Hot Shot Diesel Extreme. LLY doesn't surge anymore. It's crazy. Like, I'll show you. So that used to jump up to 700, used to bounce around 680 to 690. It was very visible on the cluster here. You will see the needle jump up and down intermittently. Now it stays around 680. I have not seen it jump to 700 since. So full tank of fuel with this Diesel Extreme, it works. There's a lot of people who don't believe in this stuff, which I was kind of one of them. I was a little skeptical. I was like, do fuel additives really work? And after using like all of Hot Shot Secret stuff, their stuff really works. Oh, you already know. This never gets old. Never gets old. Oh snap, 5-inch exhaust. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh wait, what's going on here?
What's up, man? It's the Banks.
Oh, it's the Banks.
It's the Banks, baby.
Okay. So one thing I am curious is, for one, I didn't see on their exhaust tip or their tailpipe, end of the tailpipe, where it has a ventilator, which the stock one has a ventilator right there to cool your exhaust gas coming out so it doesn't burn anything, doesn't melt anything during regen. But I guess Banks have a system with their 5-inch exhaust where it kind of cools it out without having a ventilator. I don't know how all that works, but hey, they do a lot of research and development to make things work. And
maybe because it's 5 inches.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, it's a 4-inch, 5-inch, so I don't know.
We'll see. I'm sure there's a video of them explaining on it.
Probably.
But couldn't tell you.
I'll tell you what though, it's a pain. Like, I'm off by like an inch, and I can't get this thing to go on any further.
So you gotta cut some more or what?
No, because it's like, I mean, it's wide open in there. So I already went back and cut another piece off, and I'm like, I'm not trying to cut no more because I don't want this to.
Yeah.
I don't want to barely be on there, but and this isn't a tapered pipe, so you figure I should be able to slide this all the way forward, but
I think you can only really slide it. Well, I guess technically, but I would say if you're off that by that much, you can still cut here.
But then gas might escape.
Would it? I don't see any gap right there.
Well, I'm like my.
Okay.
I'm literally.
You're literally right there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, here, I'll see if I can help you push it in.
Well, I guess I got a little more room, but my Sawzall blade has had it, so it's all kinds of crooked and cattywampus.
Water displacement 40.
Is that what it stands for?
Mm-hmm. Do you know why it's WD-40? I think it's their 40th variation of this product.
And then it finally, like, okay, we finally got one that works.
Yep, on the 40th one, they were like, all right, it works, so it's WD-40.
Don't give up.
So, hey, it really could have been WD-39. Right? Or WD-41. Tap.
Alright, well.
So supposedly, according to Banks, you get extra, what, 80 horsepower out of this?
You said 60.
60? Oh, okay, 60. Apparently. I guess with proper tune you do get extra 60 out of it. So Matt's truck is tuned with Duramax tuners emission compliant tuning, so you might actually notice a difference. If not, you can data log this, send it to Duramax tuner, and they can send you a revision tune to make it where it uses the full potential of this exhaust. Even Corey Willis from PPI, you know, he's focusing heavily on emission compliant tunings nowadays, and he even said with his tuning he can make emission compliant tunings just as capable as fully deleted trucks. And he said the Banks exhaust does, you know, provide extra power that it does claim, I guess because of less back pressure. I think Matt should leave it axle dumped. What do you guys think? Axle dump or side exit? I mean, side exit would look pretty cool too, but actually I don't know if you can do an axle dump because of his airbag system right here. Because if he puts a bigger exhaust tip, like an 8-inch tip, it's gonna stick out to about here, and when it deflates it might hit the bag.
Yeah.
So, because at the moment there's a leak, which troubleshooting a leak on the airbag.
I fixed it.
Oh, you fixed it?
Yep.
What was it?
It was the pressure gauge on the supply to the air tool.
All right, so he fixed it, so it's not gonna squat anymore after a couple of days. But even then,
but I can't get this daggone thing in here, man.
You don't need those sensors. Actually, you might for your truck. Banks sends you these plugs, so might as well use these plugs.
I know, right?
Never Rust lubricant. So these threads right here are pretty notorious for getting rusted out, right? So
yes, sir.
What we're gonna try, well, you were originally gonna paint it, right?
Yeah.
Are you still gonna paint it, or are you just gonna put this stuff on it?
I'm gonna put some rat on it, and I'm gonna paint it.
And you're gonna paint it?
I'm gonna see what that does first, to see if it's even paintable after I put that on there.
I don't think you would need to put paint on it afterwards. That's my guess. But yeah, I mean, this rear suspension is beautiful, but then like a couple months later, these threads, I mean, it's bare metal, so naturally it's gonna rust. We're gonna use Hot Shots Never Rust lubricant and see if it actually works. We'll probably try it out on a couple components on Stan's truck, and I'm gonna put some on my truck because GM front end is notorious for just rusting. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and put Stan's fender flares back on with Boostautoparts fender flare lights, painted by Rick's Paint and Body. Making some progress here. We got one side done. Yeah, color match is definitely the way to go. It looks way better than cheap plastic, the black plastic that GM puts on these premium trucks. Still gotta finish this side. Looks like Matt's almost done with this 5-inch exhaust, DPF back exhaust.
Gotta tighten it down, but first it needs to go to powder coating.
You're powder coating the tip? That's true, because there's nothing on this truck that's chrome anymore.
There will be, but...
Oh yeah, just a little on like the little accent pieces. So maybe you should leave the tip chrome. No?
Because I'm probably gonna powder coat those.
True. These are the wheels. Can't show you yet. We can show you like 2 days before SEMA, but right now we can't. You can see the tire, the Toyos.
Toyos is tight, baby. They nice.
Yep. I did not know this, but did you guys know Toyos were made in Japan? Actually made in Japan. There's a huge difference between made in Japan and made in China. We're about to put the trickle charge on Stan's battery because it's pretty freaking dead. This requires a airborne badge to go up and charge because this truck is extremely high. Luckily, Matt does have an airborne badge, so he is qualified for this job. Even this truck is certified airborne. Look how high this truck is. How's the oxygen level up there?
Not too bad.
Not too bad?
Here we go, feeding these together, y'all.
Now that's proper landing.
pressure cutting them?
Yeah.
Oh, need to wait till it fills up.
Alright. So that's the 5-inch exhaust. What, to get the audio? Not like it makes a difference.
It does. You'll be like, oh, it don't sound right. You're not supposed to be humming like that. And it's a f***ing compressor.
Okay, well, redo.
Sorry, they have YouTube specialists that know everything.
Yeah.
So we have to redo it.
All the mechanics on YouTube and all the experts.
Engineers.
Here it is. Banks 5-inch exhaust. Rumbling.
Purring like a kitten, baby.
Sure is. Somebody go rev it. I want to hear it.
Almost sounds like it's whistling.
Y'all got so many jokes.
We got so many jokes. It's so loud it killed the battery on the GoPro. Oh, wait. Do it again? Okay. One more time.
Again? These mugs, man.
One more time. Oh, shit.
I saw a little puff of black smoke.
I know. Don't lie, you love your LML with straight pipe and
I do.
actually sounding like a diesel. The lights though.
Put it on tune 5, see what it does.
Level 5?
Yeah, level 5.
It is switch on the fly. He does have the mission compliant tuning. And Banks does claim that this exhaust gives you extra 60 horsepower. Hey, even Corey Willis backed it up. So
I just added 60 horses.
60 ponies. The Duramax tuners, might as well tow it with this. It's got airbags already.
You know that's the recovery plan, right?
We'll tow with this.
If we talked about it, the recovery plan is if the dually breaks down,
Yeah.
park it somewhere. I'll tow it to like the nearest truck stop and
leave it there.
I'll drop this off the trailer, hook the gooseneck into this. So
Ooh,
make sure you bring, I need your gooseneck
Yeah, all right.
that you have,
Yeah.
the ball kit that you have.
Yeah, of course. I bring it with me everywhere because you never know when I need it.
Besides the chains, you can use the same ball.
Yeah, I don't have the chain things that he has.
Yeah, I got it. It's a factory. We got
you have
factory.
An AT4, it comes prep for the gooseneck.
Yeah, it's a working man's truck.
So
okay.
AT4 is $20 when we need towing.
Exactly. AT4.
Oh, it's not for not being able to drive. It's just that.
Yeah, I mean this is a working man's truck. AT4 is a supervisor truck, or the Denali is a supervisor truck. The owner truck. We got the workhorses here. That would be badass. They're showing up to SEMA with a SEMA truck, pulling a SEMA truck.
Look, dude, let's hope that it doesn't.
Yeah.
Let's hope that the breakdown doesn't happen until after SEMA, maybe, like on the way home.
Yeah, you need the tread on the tires still. All right, I'm gonna go back to sanding this. The reason why I'm wearing this mask is well, I'm not wearing it yet, but I'm sanding the drive shaft so we can get it ready to polish. But first, these freaking stickers that I need to remove before I can sand the rest of this part. Another update, we got these headlights from Phil, which we all use Phil. Stan, my truck, Matt's truck, actually everything on Matt's truck is done by Phil. Mirrors, the mirror lights, headlights, cab lights, everything. My cab lights were done by Phil. Side marker lights were done by Phil. And so are these. These are also done by Phil. He's probably one of the best in the industry in terms of building headlights. And this is the finished product. Color matched red with silver in the middle to match the silver powder coat and the suspension. Originally, Stan was thinking about leaving it chrome, but only dilemma was chrome was gonna peel or chip, right? That was the issue.
He was worried about when he taped it.
Yeah, so the chrome was gonna peel and chip, so he said it would be better if we just painted everything. So this is the outcome of custom built headlight. by Phil at Fast Headlights. At the moment, we are wiring up all the switchback stuff. Phil actually came up with the boards to do the switchback on these newer trucks. So we'll show you guys how all of that works after we get everything wired up. Real quick, we're going to show you guys how to wire up Phil's switchback function.
All right, so that's my factory harness right there. You can see I've got T-taps in there. So he sends these instructions, and it might be kind of hard to see, so I'm gonna hold this down. So he sends this instructional sheet, which marks out the colors of the wire, and on the pinout right here, exactly, I've got it upside down, but just like this, and exactly which wires are. Which some of that's pretty simple, because if you look at it, you know your black is almost always your ground, but double check against this. And so it's that black one, and then I just go off of there. It's the bottom one right below it, and then these two further pins. So I've got all of those wires now T-tapped in right here, ready to go. This is the harness that comes with the headlight. I gotta keep this up here so I can see which ones I gotta do again. And this is the harness that comes with the headlight. So it's ready to go, so you don't have any issues with it, because on the newer trucks, there's a lot of sensors and stuff that'll tell you, like, if you have a bulb out. And so if you were to use the board that Phil has without having the harness part, then it's probably going to get displayed an error message that one of your bulbs is out, even though it's actually not. So this prevents all of that, and it's got its own power source for that, which is included in the other harness that we just ran. And this plugs into here. This runs to the battery and goes out to both headlights, powering this box. And then this just taps into the signal wire and then directly into your headlight. So my ground I already know is going to be black. And he actually sends it with these on there. Yeah, gives you the T-taps, and then all you got to do is just slide these in once you have them T-tap, plug them into place. So kind of plug and play, I guess, right? Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not like you just match the colors.
Yeah, you actually have to look. Yeah. And you can see I'm going back to the chart every time to make sure I'm on point with where I'm supposed to be. So it goes below the black one on the harness. This is going to be red, this is going to be yellow, and this is going to be gray. So,
so next, which color?
Red is directly below the black, so black is going in right there. This is going to be red on my first one.
So red is to purple?
Yeah, but on both sides it's actually a little different.
Oh, that's true. That side is different than this side.
Different colors, yeah. So you can, I don't do it off the wire color. I do it off the pinout on the actual harness. Yep. Then I said yellow, which is my next one down here. And lastly, this is actually gray. It's probably going to look white on camera, but it is gray.
All right, y'all, keep that in mind. Both sides, this driver side and passenger side, the diagram is going to be a little bit different, or the colors of the wires are going to be a little bit different.
Yeah,
and
below mine on this side, I've got like a purple with a gray stripe, which matches what that chart says from GM. But on this side, I believe it's a completely different color.
Yeah, it's a different color. That confused me when I was doing it, but it works. Yeah. And we loomed this up just so that way it, you know, it looks a little bit more professional. Mine isn't loomed up, so that's why when we started doing this, I said, look, we have to loom it up so that way it looks better. Yeah. Especially when it's displayed at shows and whatnot. Not that anybody can really see it, but it's just one of those things that we know. And since we are documenting this build and we want to show you how it's supposed to be done correctly.
So yeah, we're loomed up. This is actually Phil's wiring right here, and he's obviously a lot better at this than I am. But you can see it's heat shrunk, everything is solid, connections are nice and solid, and then everything is marked for you as well. So you see your wire tap side, this goes to your headlight, so that way you know it makes it a little easier. And then the chart that he sends is already like wrote out, so it's really just, if you just follow the instructions to a T, you're good to go. So on mine, I'm a little different though, because I have the light up GMC logo. And since I have a light up GMC logo, on my driver's side, I have an extra harness, and that goes to the GMC logo. So this actually plugs in here, goes all the way to that plug right there where the GMC logo sits in my grill.
That's for your GMC logo.
And then this goes to my headlight right here. So what it does is just takes over some of the wiring and gives it a little bypass so that it can take power for the daytime running light and signal for the daytime running light.
Cool. Let me get the other headlight. Here is the headlight from Phil, which I showed you guys earlier. But if you look on the back, this is what Phil pretty much wired internally, and it comes out, and this is, at this point, plug and play. But just look at that finish. It looks like it belongs there. It doesn't look awkward. And even his like silicone job, it looks very good.
Yeah. The good thing with this stuff that he puts in there, he gets the Permaseal out and scrapes it all the way out. Uses butyl rubber, which I think is a lot better than Permaseal anyway.
Yeah.
Because you've seen like stock headlights that start to get leaks in them. Permaseal, like depending on where you live and like the temperature, gets brittle.
Yeah.
Pretty quick over a couple of years. This stuff, every time it heats, it kind of softens up. So these are actually easier to take apart. So say I wanted to change the headlights for whatever reason, or he comes out with something newer to put in there, I can send them to him, put them in the oven. These will come apart a lot easier than the factory setup.
True. All right, let me get this step because I gotta climb up to help him put the headlights on.
Bam. And then factory headlight plugs. Sorry, I'm probably blocking your view there, but I want to do it as like my normal.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
So Matt's truck is fully tuned. Emission compliant tuning, by the way. My truck is also tuned, but it's missing a couple of parts and it sounds great. Supposedly emission compliant tuning's come a long way, that it should drive relatively similar. I wish I could go, but wait for it. Here's the bridge. I just hate that it ends right there. As soon as you accelerate, you gotta hit the brakes. While I was gone, Stan finished the headlight, put the grill on just to see how it looks. Dang, look at that switchback. Sheesh, do it again. Nice. And it's synced up perfectly with the Boostautoparts switchback too. Yeah. That looks really good. Everything on Stan's truck is color match red, and then everything on my truck is color match black. So color match twins. There we go. We've got to do the cab lights.
One more part to do up there with the lights, as far as lights go. The cab lights. Can't have yellow cab lights and a bunch of white lights up
exactly.
front, so.
Oh yeah, money, because it's the bolts are right there, right there, right there. Yeah. Super easy. It's probably.
So we figured while
minutes.
we were already doing the Starlight headliner, or while we were doing either way, whatever way you want to look at, it, we knew we were doing the cab lights for sure. But because we were already dropping the headliner, let's go ahead and do the Starlight headliner.
Yep.
Get it out of the way, that was a pain. That was I think next time I just pay somebody to do it. Yeah. Because that was like such tedious work.
I think ideally you want to just do the starlights inside the truck.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do it like that. That's probably the way most shops do it.
Yeah.
It prevents you from having to pull the seats. It prevents you from potentially bending the headliner. But we did figure out that the best way to do it, some people poke holes, but we've noticed that if you poke holes, it kind of puts a little bit of a
indent.
A dent, yeah, towards the outside, where you're pushing on the foam. Yeah. And it doesn't really reshape because it stretches around the cloth, and the cloth just kind of keeps it there. It doesn't look terrible, but what we did was like a 1/32 or a 5/32 drill bit, and just went through with a really sharp drill bit, because if it's not sharp, it'll catch the cloth and rip it. Just went through and drilled them all. So now on mine, it still looks super smooth.
Looks really
just
good.
like it came from the factory still, but when you flip the switch, you got lights everywhere. So.
800 piece with a couple shooting stars.
Yeah.
4 to be exact, right?
Yeah, 4 shooting stars, which
50 more pieces. 4 or 5?
I don't know. They said 800 pieces, but you remember we marked 750 holes, and I feel like there was way more than 50 left over. And it's just a bundle of wire they sent off. So who knows?
They probably didn't count. I mean,
840 in there, and we didn't know it. You know what I mean?
Pressure switch. The pressure switch to the relay.
So, all right, up from the bottom.
Yep.
I'm pointing my out this way so that we can use it. And you got that piece.
Got this piece.
Got this piece.
From the bottom.
Yeah, let's do this here. Make sure I'm pointing this right still. All right, go ahead.
You're gonna be the camera person? Thank you.
Wait till you make contact, I'll tell you. Keeps lowering down. All right. There you go, you're in. Hammer down.
That's how you press a ball joint in.
Yep.
Never done it.
For everyone's information, the 2018 also has the same ball joint as the 2020. Because if you call a dealership or call a parts store for this ball joint for a 2020, they're going to say, we don't have that. The dealership will tell you have to buy the whole A-arm, but the 2018 is the exact same. So I mic'd it out. I went to the store and I actually put a mic on it and checked all of the dimensions to be 100% sure.
And it works.
They are a perfect match. So that's probably why they don't actually have any listed in the system, because it's still the same part number.
Yeah.
And so it hasn't shown it yet. Plus the trucks are so new, people technically shouldn't be replacing their ball joints.
Yeah.
You know, people like me.
Yeah, unless you need the lower control line powder coated.
Tear up perfectly good trucks for no reason.
Yeah, it's not even a SEMA build.
No.
Although you're taking it to SEMA.
Backyard bullshit build, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, even though you're taking it to SEMA, apparently it's not a SEMA build. If you post on YouTube, it becomes a YouTube build.
To all the people who are super supportive, I thank you very much. I really appreciate that. People who are jerks online, you guys saw it, or don't care. It's frustrating when you spend a lot of long nights building something and then taking the time to document it so people can see it, and then all they want to do is find something crappy about it.
Yeah.
So that's cool, but the people who are supportive, you guys are awesome.
And we just like to make jokes about people that leave like really negative comments. I think honestly they're kind of funny in like a really stupid way. I laugh at them. If you need lower ball joints and you want to do kryptonite, message me on JW Motorsports Co.
I'm gonna do kryptonite next. So
yeah.
For everyone that's like, why are you do kryptonite? Well, because
we leave in 2 days and can't get kryptonite in 2 days. But that we can get in a day. Here is the hubs, dust cover, and the knuckle. So the front end should be good to go.
Put everything together and then torque everything.
Yeah, we'll torque everything. So front end should be done tonight. That's the goal anyway. All right, what's our dilemma right here?
This thing is so damn tight and under tension. These were not built close enough, so we're having to try to tie this thing together. So we had to come along the other day to pull these out. But right now, this is all I have right at the moment. So we're trying to see if we can grab and come along from the neighbor real quick, because this hole is not aligning. These two ends need to be pulled in tighter.
Yep.
So we're
because when we removed this the first time, the what is this called, the pillars on the side,
the carriage
literally bounced out. It had that much tension. All right, y'all, if y'all got a Kelderman's bumper, we found out this is probably the best way to line them up, because it takes a lot of, these bumpers are not light. So for people to be like holding them while you line it up and keep it steady while you tighten up the bolts, that's near impossible. So you need 2 jacks, and you're gonna need a couple of weights.
What?
Okay. Oh yeah, perfect. Easy. Courtesy of JW Motorsports Cool rock lights. So if you need to line up your Kelderman bumper, go get my rock lights. It'll come in handy.
See, Poppy.
I think we're even now. Level?
Size low.
The size low? Okay. Here's the last thing we're gonna film for the day because, well, we made really good progress and we're gonna resume back tomorrow. The whole front end has been assembled and Stan is putting 2-inch wheel spacers because 28x16 just isn't wide enough, you know? Oh, what are you doing?
Torquing the spec?
Oh my god. Apparently we were gonna torque anything.
Rushing, you don't torque anything.
Yeah, and
it's gonna be right on that truck.
Building a SEMA truck is apparently dangerous.
No,
but
it's not a SEMA truck, it's a YouTube truck.
Oh, it's a YouTube truck, that's right.
Yeah, let's not be confused about this. So, that's alright. Maybe it'll make an appearance at the SEMA show.
Right.
Then maybe people will believe me.
Yeah, and my iPhone's not an iPhone, it's a YouTuber's phone. Yeah. He's torquing the spacers, because, well, you really want to torque your spacers to spec, really.
Well,
anything.
Be one of these guys on truck drives, ka-chowing everywhere.
Or exactly.
So, brand new ball joints, by the way.
Yep, brand new ball joints, because the lower control arm has to, I mean, you guys already saw, but
Solder coated and
press the old ball joint out, and then so Stan was like, why not? This truck already has like 40,000 miles. Why not just put new ball joints? And eventually he's gonna upgrade to kryptonite ones too. So
yeah, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah,
it's a time constraint.
Exactly. So the whole front end has been assembled, as you guys can see. And up next, I think Matt over there is working on the Kelderman bumper for Stan's truck. Wheels are getting polished at the moment. Wheels are already powder coated. We're almost done with Matt's truck, but I really can't show you guys too much of Matt's truck because of the wheels. Matt is running the newest Hostile wheels that have not been released yet. We are legally allowed to show you guys two days before SEMA. So this weekend we'll release it. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Like, comment, and subscribe.